Hi, this is Fatime Sela with HGTV, and today we're talking about vinyls. In the past 10 years, vinyls have made a huge comeback. The comeback continues with 41 million records being sold in 2022. So what makes vinyl so appealing? Some may argue that it's a nostalgia factor, the aesthetic, or the difference in sound quality. Although this is all true, there's one feature about vinyls that may be a setback for some listeners. With any other form of audio, if you're not in the mood to listen to a certain song, you can skip it. That option isn't available on a record player. With that being said, the question is, Fatima, what top 5 albums do you believe have absolutely no skips? Before I get into the no-skip albums on my list, I want to name a few honorable mentions. Those being Ready to Die by Biggie, Tracy Chapman's self-titled album, Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and Sempiternal by Bring Me the Horizon. We'll kick it off by Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. This album was released in 2006 and holds arguably all of Amy Winehouse's best songs. The record starts off strong with Rehab, which peaked at number 9 in the Billboard Top 100s. The reason this record is in my top 5 is because in the end, it leaves you wanting more. I can't speak for all music lovers, but every time I listen to Me and Mr. Jones or Love is Like a Losing Game, I think about Amy Winehouse and what could have been. I truly believe this album was ahead of its time. I'm normally not one for best hit compilation albums, but for Legend by Bob Marley, I'll make an exception. This album holds longevity because from start to finish, it demands the listener's attention. As a social activist, a lot of Marley's lyrical content holds value till this day. Examples of this are songs like Buffalo Soldier, Get Up Stand Up, and Redemption Song. Other hits like This Is Love, Jamming, and Three Little Birds adds diversity to the album, making it enjoyable for audiences all over the world. There's a reason it's the most sold reggae record of all time. This take is a little controversial considering All Distortions Are Intentional is one of Neck Deep's least popular albums. But with pop-punk music heading in a downward spiral in the past few years, this album has kept the genre alive for me. Songs like What Took You So Long and Lowlife give all early 2000s pop-punk fans a sense of nostalgia, but also contain a modern twist. Have you ever been crying, but then someone pours glitter on you? I mean, me either, but that's exactly what I feel like when I listen to this album. Tuvlo entered mainstream media when she released Habits, but has stayed out of the spotlight since. Unless you're a mega fan like myself, I don't think many people have listened to this album from start to finish. The record takes you on an emotional roller coaster. Almost every song is upbeat, but the lyrics are written about love and loss. If I had to get rid of every single vinyl in my collection, I would keep this one. Let's talk about JoJo, not Siwa. I'm talking about Get Out, Leave JoJo. This has to be one of the most underrated albums that has been released in the past few years. JoJo came back into the industry and didn't disappoint. This album has a perfect mix of reggae and soul with features from artists like Demi Lovato and Tinashe. This record is executed very tastefully, and I would consider it to be some of JoJo's best work. And that wraps up my top 5 albums with no skips. This has been Fatime Sela with HGTV. Till next time.